Hello everyone and welcome back to episode number 44 of FTB Infinity Skyblock. So, last episode we did some jigaboo magic over here with our new and awesome creative energy cell, and believe me, it's cruising along perfectly because we are using, well, loads of UU matter but not all the rest, only with crafting, so we got loads and loads of stuff in there. And also our thing over here is working, well, rather nicely. Except you are again not transporting the signal over here. Why are you kidding me? Let's break this a second and see if you are now doing that. No, 1003 and 1003. Yeah, you should actually do your thing. Yeah, now you are working. Maybe there's some dopage when I restarted the server just a moment ago. Well, actually not wanted to restart it. It was just, well, I pressed the wrong button in my home and all electricity was away. Yeah. So also the server got down, so he just restarted right away and now we are doing that. Yeah. So, magic, getting loads and loads of liquids and also using them over here, for example, the molten draconium and also the primal mana stuff, and also our UU matter. We got about, let's see, iridium, yeah, 8,000, and how about plutonium? Yeah, 2.5, 2.3 thousand, something like that, which is awesome. Not that we need it anymore, or probably not, but well, that's that. Between the episodes, because the Gaia pylons are an Arcane Infusion receipt with just some Elementium, Dragonstone, Pixie Dust and Ethereal Slates, which are the tier 5 ones. I made the infusion provider, which is the same as if you would have all your stuff over here, or let's say it's more or less the same like the essential provider for our crafting of the alchemic stuff, but for, of course, the Arcane Infusion, which is pretty awesome. Also put down loads of stabilizer up here and also down here. Yeah, I was pretty much worried that we will have bad juju happen, but for the Gaia pylons we didn't have any problem, which is always nice, because who likes problems? Probably not many people, at least I don't. So, this episode we are going to do the fight with the Gaia Guardian. Yes. For that we still need a beacon, or I like to call it the bacon. So, bacon done. We need a few iron plates just because, well, I like to have him activated. Them. And that should be pretty much it. Ooh, yeah. Up. Before we do any fighting, we should probably also upgrade our Draconic Sword. Bam. Done. Awesome. That's actually the max point that we can get him. We have 120 attack damage, plus the Sharpness 5, Smite 5, Fire Aspect 2, Wrath 5 and Reaper 5. I think that should be enough. Plus 20% of the mob health, which is awesome. We should probably almost 2-shot, 3-shot the Gaia Guardian if we are lucky, maybe a little bit more, which is most awesome. So now that we have that, let's jump over here. And actually you are wrong, because I want you to be on the floor. So bam, beacon on top. And then we got our, let me get some cobblestone. Cobblestone, because they need to be too high. So you and Gaia pylon. Bam. And you and you, and Gaia pylon. Ooh, do I have tower steel? Yeah, we got a bit. We only need one to summon the first Gaia Guardian, and then we will go and fight the second one. Not that I'm too much worried with my awesome draconic armor that we would have any problems, but better safe than sorry. Yep. And actually we can only fight the second one after we have some Gaia spirits, which we only get, of course, from the Gaia Guardian. So let's have a little look. See, my thing is here. That's pretty much everything is full. Infinity, Soulbound, yeah, that should be fine. Not that we are pretty much going to use it, because you cannot shoot the Gaia Guardian, unfortunately, at least not with a bow. And or should we make, ooh, what would be involved in the shock wand? Yeah, not going to happen. No. Nope, nope, nope. We probably have sunflowers, but nah. Nah, it's a runic altar crafting recipe. And also Shadow Beam. Ooh, Shadow Beam. Huh, no idea what's that doing. But that needs some IntelCore, which we don't have yet. So let's do this. Shift right click. Yes, come on. Hello, Mr. Gaia Guardian. And hopefully goodbye, Mr. Gaia Guardian. Yeah, he hits not bad. Well, let's say it's pretty much very good. How are you? Hello. It's pretty too dark to see him. Should have waited until it's daytime, but well, that's what it is. Luckily we have Widow protection because, well, we have our awesome thingy. And now you are going to do the thing. But luckily we have kind of machine gun. Oh yeah. Ooh. He spawned compressed stuff. But like I said, machine gun. No biggie here. Yeah. Pretty much dying before they even can spawn. What? Why? Ooh, we have no energy left. Huh. Luckily you are doing a 5x5, which means also pretty much instant death for everything, especially with all the enchants and 120 attack damage. Yeah, I think this is good. Where is he? Where is he? Come here. Really? Only issue that we now have is, where are you running from? And he's dead. See that? Yes, awesome. So, as you have seen, well, not really a big deal here. But I probably should recharge my stuff. How about, yeah, we are not that bad. Let's jump really quick down and put the stuffs into our infuser. Bam. And bam. Awesome. Our thing is all full, which is even better. And now I think we should probably craft the second Gaia Guardian thing, which is just a Terra Steel. Zup, zup. Yes, this summons the second Gaia Guardian. Woo! Exciting. Well, actually not really, because you have seen. Nah, not doing anything really too bad to us. So let's sleep through the night so that we probably maybe can make him out with the black background. Maybe. Hopefully a little bit better than we did before. Whoa. Yeah. Really? Yeah, let's fly over there. Would have been there for already. So, second one. And you die. Already hit him. And we are really not going to worry about the thing. Where are you? Luckily we are pretty fast, which is awesome. Oop. Really? Where are you? But we can see him a little bit better here. At least that. Come on. Die. He has a little bit more health and is a little bit more annoying than before. And just teleported himself out of the... Yeah, that's when you try to cheat and go out of the circle. You die. Or at least teleport yourself into the middle. Which if I would have known that before... And again. And now again some monsters are coming. Which we really don't care about. Let's see how much AoE. Yeah, 5-5. Yeah, why not? What's about you? Well, the velocity, let's put that down to 0% because... Come on. Otherwise it's going to drain loads of my energy. But we should probably still one-shot everything that's around here. Yeah, pretty much one-shotting. So, let's say he will die. But even now he is even more annoying because he teleports even faster, which is the most annoying thing about that boss. Especially with our set of armor that we have. Awesome. Ooh, we even got some mob souls. Ooh, nice. Not that we need them, as we have loads of them. Huh. Ooh, music disc. Huh. That's nice. Oh yeah, right. We got the... Ooh. Ha 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 ha. Let's see how lucky we are getting. And where is... We don't need the Will of Thing because we don't care about the Terrasteel armor. But... Ooh. Come on. Do it. Really? Huh. You should actually, when I release you, spawn some swords out of nowhere, which get... Really? Is this only working for mobs? Let's see, do we have some mobs in there? Yeah, we have. Huh, is it broken? Oh, come on. Now it's got a relic and it's not working. Okay. Oh, how disappointing. Very disappointing actually. But what are we going to do with our Gaia Guardian spirit things? Well, I was thinking we are going to craft ourselves an angel ring. Yep. And for what did I need that? For you, because we need to Flügel Tiara. Bam, Flügel Tiara done. Awesome. Flügel Tiara then needs flying ointment, air sigil. Shouldn't be a big problem because we should have everything. Really, we don't have any ether. Ooh, yeah, right. So we are going to make a little bit of a ritual over there. So ritual stones. Yeah, we have plenty of those. Master ritual stone. And ooh, how many channels do we have available over here? Probably not that much. Meh, not bad. Yeah, one channel. One. Which is nowhere near enough. Yeah, where are we going to do this? Should we do it up there? In our ritual area? Maybe. Yeah, why not? We could have a little bit of a platform on the back side of here where we have our rituals that we want to do. How many channels do we have here left? 11. Yeah, 11 should be okay. We shouldn't need that many more. So let me come back in a second after I prepare to the area where we will place down our rituals to get ourselves some automated EVO and probably also a few other things, because probably I also want to do the demon summoning and get up to a tier 6, because for the creative mana pool thing we need crystal clusters. We also need to go to the primordial thing. Null catalyst shouldn't be a problem. Gaia spirit nowhere even a problem. And ooh, the decorium crafted something. Yeah, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, let me come back in a second after I prepare the area for our ritual. Okay, we are back, and a little bit of an area. Kinda squared, ugly piece of Tyrian stuff, but well, that should do it for now. So let's place down our ritual, master ritual zone. Ooh, that's blocking the light. Yeah, let's see if it's going. Ballad of Alchemy, bam 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 bam, and of course, yeah, we need some more light here. Yeah, I have to fix that between the episodes, because, well, no, we are not doing that. So we need another one of the Ballad of Alchemy things. Thank you very much, awesome. And you should be fine, you are symmetrical, awesome. So what are we going to need? Blood altars. We need 2 of them, which should be autocraft. Ooh, the alchemical furnace. Really? We didn't autocraft? Hoo. That has to be fixed. But luckily, let's get knowledge core. Let's do a little bit of an inscription for the alchemical furnace. Yeah, there you are. Arcane stone block, furnace, and ooh, crucible. Crucible autocrafting. You know what? That's actually also doable. I have an idea. Let's get a formation plane. Yeah, let's get an annihilation. Annihilation plane. Let's get an interface. Oh, actually 2 interfaces. Done. We need a chest. Ooh, we need a thing chest. Haha. How could we do this best? Yeah, probably. Let's make a drive. We got one. Awesome. How about some storage cells? We only know... I don't want to waste that whole thing. Nah, not going to happen. You and you. And what are we missing? You know what? Teach that. Storage cell. Not the creative one, the MK one something. Yeah. Quartz glass. Vibrant quartz. No, only the normal one. Thank you very much. You and you. And that should give us a 1K, which we will of course place in our assembler line so that we can craft a storage cell 1K. Do we have a crucible already in there? Yes, we have. Awesome. Let's jump into our storage cell area and you copy mode partition based on currently. Yeah, awesome. That's that. Bam. And back to magic. Now let's do the crucible autocrafting. We need also an autonomous activator. Autonomous. You know what? We should have the thing from Farmcraft. Let's do it with that. How is it called? Fingering the dynamism tablets. Yeah, we got. Why we have 2? I remember only crafting 1. but maybe Droopy? Huh. I only remember crafting one, but that's what it is. So where do we want the crucible crafting to be? Maybe here? Yeah, why not? So left click, right click. Do we have a small wand? Gold wand, why not? Really? You cannot rotate the tablet while it's activated. You shouldn't be activated. So, you. Are you clicking only one time? Redstone control? Nah. You should actually click. Yeah, that's, you know what? I have no patience right now. Let's get an activator. Bam. That should do fine. So you please go right here. With our wand in there. First slot only. Right click, not sneaking. So let's make a pattern where we tell him, well, a cauldron. Zup, 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 zup. Gives a crucible. Bam. Done. With no idea if this is working. This is just me basically testing in episode, which I normally don't do, but right now, why not? So you, and down here, bit of cabling wouldn't be bad. So cables, zip, with the formation plane, and I should have brought my cauldron. So you can place down cauldrons, which is nice. We need a connection to that one over there, which will be right here. Yep, awesome. You. Nah, actually you don't need to be that. Actually, yeah, why not? Let's be a little bit cheap here and do that. And right on top here, we will get our annihilation plane. If I can place it, maybe. Come on, fall down. Not that fast. Bam! In here goes our storage cell. We need some energy and we should have everything almost ready. So you get that with, how do we want this to be? Interface here. You need to be gone. You need to be another interface. Set to output that way. Awesome. With a quartz fiber and some cabling. Awesome. Now we should have 0 channels available. Awesome. Ooh, we got plenty of channels over here. Yeah. Why? 28? Okay. Where was that? Where we only had 1 channel. Probably something down there. Probably. So you down there. Get the pattern. Cauldron into there. Blocking mode is not needed. So as soon as we plop the thing down there, you get transformed. You can only input that, and then we need to output it into our system, which we will do with a good old export bus. Bam. So you, with that and that, should give us ugly cabling, but also the thing. So cauldron, nope, the crucible will be outputted through you. Awesome. Acceleration cards, yeah, we have plenty of those. Let's not be cheap with that. So you and you and you can be gone, and you, and now if we request a crucible, let's see if the magic is happening. No? Of course you don't have any energy. Derpy here on my part. So let's get rid of you, and let's get some... what do we need? Let's get some flux cables. Why not? We should have plenty of those stuffs laying around, so you should know that, and you of course need also connection to our network. Whoops, derp there. You, bam, done, awesome. Crucible, perfect, awesome. What do you want more? Probably not much. So dirty dirt to fix the hole that we made. Bam. Maybe I will facade this up, maybe not. We will see. So now that we have that, we just need the pattern for some arcane stones. We need a crucible. And what else? The other one was a furnace. Yeah, that should be doable. You. Bam, 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 bam. And you. Awesome. Save that. Do that. Spray this in here. And now we should be able to do the altar crafting. Maybe. 2 pieces. Yes. Awesome. So now that we have our altars, we need interfaces. Plenty. Hello. Are you kidding me? Die. Little Skydlock White tried to be funny here and spawn there. Probably because, well, they can spawn pretty much everywhere here. Yeah. But we need an interface down there, and we need an interface, well, actually here. So you, but the interface will be just here, and one can be here. Awesome. You should be then able to output directly. Hopefully, no, actually not. You need to be on the back side. Ooh, yeah. You up. Go away. Go away. Tyrion back there, and you should be here. Probably the back side. Maybe. Let's see if this works. If not, we have just to change this from here to here, and the rest should be fine. So chest. Yeah, let's do one chest, the normal kind. Bam. And actually you down there should be to blocking mode. Yeah, awesome. So that's, and what else? Ooh, the alchemical chemistry set. Alchemical, no. Chemistry. Never thought it. Well, it's not a big deal because that's just the thing with blaze rods. Brewing stand. Now we have you. 2 of them. Bam. You should be crafting. Awesome. Let's get up here. Get 2 of those. Really? Why are you crafting that? Kidding me? Huh. Nope. Not going to happen. You and you. and done, and you can go back, and also you can go back. No idea, probably before from the thing, for the infusion arcane thingy, arcane infusion provider stuff that I crafted. So you go here. Where is my activation crystal? Activation crystal, weak activation stone. No, crystal. Rush of energy flows through the ritual, which is always awesome. And now blood altar we have. Nice. Place that right here. And now we need some ether. Ether, which is gas tier, simple, glowstone, and 2 feathers. So feathers, gas tier, simple catalysts, and some glowstone. Bam, let's also already teach that as a pattern. You, no, you, and you, and you, and you. Probably should also make something nice up here, so that we can plop over here, maybe over here, kinda alchemy thing. So you, with you, you and you, and how about an orb? Do we have some? Apprentice, weak, magicians. We have 2 magicians, really? You should be doing the thing. Awesome. Now we snag that ether, teach it to our system, and tell him when you do that, you get some ether out of it. Bam. Which we will then, of course, throw right into our interface. And you can also be off, because we shouldn't have to change you any more, because you are just doing that. Bam. Now we need to hook this up to the system. We have 2 per thing and 4 possibilities, which should be awesome. You know what? Nope. How do I want this to be? Probably right here. Actually not. Because that would look extremely ugly. Not that it doesn't do that already, but you know me. So you here are connecting, which is something I don't like. Let's get some cable anchors. Cable anchors, 9 pieces left. Yeah, that should be fine. You to there. Let's get that over to here. Well, we need it. Actually not. We need more cables. Really? No cables left? Let's make 2 stacks. Why not? And stack almost. That should be fine. You down here to over here. Really? How much further down? Nah, that's actually it. Maybe I will change the cabling up a little bit. Maybe. Not decided yet. So you should now have a connection. We can get rid of you. And if we request now some ether, let's see if it's working. Ether. We want 10. So you throw your stuff in there. Perfect. And you also automatically output it into that interface. Nice. Awesome. So that will be duplicated from here to here for the incendium, which is basically just some lava bucket, some blaze powder, netherrack, and simple catalyst, because all the rest of the stuff that we are going to need for the demonic ritual, convocation of the dead, is already over here, like the aqua salis probably. Potentia, we got the Aquasalus here, we got the Strengthen Catalysts, we got the Terrae, we got the Sanctus, and we got the Tenebrae. Yeah. And probably somewhere else is the rest. Yeah, here is the Magicalis, and Crystallos we don't need. But for now, we are pretty much at the point where we should have finished the episode already. So let's make a little cut here, or let's finish up, and then next episode, probably we will prepare a little bit more for the Convocation of the Damned. Actually, I will probably teach our system all the stuff for the Angel Ring. Because we have now, well, actually, Air Sigil, yeah, we should be doable for us, auto-craftable. We are going to do the Void Chest Plates. I will probably prepare the, yeah, this is just boring crafting. Maybe we should get some feather automated. So much to do still. We have about gazillion stuffs automated, but not everything. So probably a few episodes still left in this pack. Probably a few more than expected. But for now, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this one. And of course, should you have enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you could drop me a like. And if you are new to the channel, you could consider yourself subscribing. And for now, thanks for watching and see you next time.